there's a question that must a sick person fast?
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
The basis is that if you are a sane adult Muslim who is not a traveler, when the fasting day begins, you're obligated to fast that day. That's the basis. If you're sick, then sickness is a type of hardship. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ. Allah has not placed for you in religion any hardship whatsoever. But what is the hardship that is lifted? And the verses in Surah Al-Baqarah make clear that if you're a traveler or sick, you would be exempt from fasting. مريضا أو على سفر. Right? Sick or someone traveling. It is the sickness that would entail undue hardship. Because there's two levels of hardship. Al-haraj al-yasir, slight hardship. And that is entailed by moral responsibility. Getting up for Fajr is a hardship. It'd be easier to sleep. If you don't have wudu, and at work you need to pray, making wudu is a hardship. But these are slight hardships. You have a slight backache. Can you just pray sitting down? No. Because a slight backache is not an undue hardship. It's just a slight hardship. Someone feels a bit tired someday. Say, okay, I'm sick. No. Right? So the sickness that is an excuse from fasting is a sickness that would make fasting unduly difficult or would entail fear of harm or delay of recovery. Right? So if one is genuinely sick, such that the sickness would be an undue hardship from fasting, or there would be a fear of harm from it, then one would be exempt. In situations requiring judgment, you should consult specialized doctors. You should consult your doctor, listen to what they have to say about whether you would be able to fast without reasonable harm, and then you judge for yourself whether you can fast or not. Because many situations, like things like diabetes, for example, if the diabetes is under control, etc., and there aren't other medical considerations, you may well be able to fast. But in other scenarios, you might not be able to. So in matters requiring judgment, listen to the experts and then consider carefully. When you're not sure, can I fast today? One of the things one can do when there's no obvious harm is begin. Try to fast and then see if you are able to or not. And we have many resources on Seeker's Guidance related to fasting in general and sickness and different conditions and whether one could fast or not. But in situations that you're unsure, seek expert medical opinion and then make your judgment. If it's touch and go from a religious basis, then ask directly. And one of the best things to do is to have teachers that not only do you learn from, but that you're able to ask. And they say, what's the point of having teachers if you don't consult them? So one asks. And the scholars themselves consult. Right? That they consult because they don't want to give religious rulings, particularly dispensations, to themselves. So sometimes you see scholars consulting their students because they don't want to give a legal ruling to themselves. And that is part of our religion being sincere counsel.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.